how did you develop a product and market it in a way that helped you to stand out, that helped you to really hook people and stand out in the noise?
I would say it's very risky to like. I mean, it's like, I think first thing, as we've been touching upon, is like paying careful attention to what the customer is saying, what matters to them. But I think secondly, it just takes some courage and guts to do it. Like, I mean, I think like sometimes I feel like some entrepreneurs, they know what to do, but it's still risky to take that chance, right? What if, because in entrepreneurship, if you get it wrong, you're finished. Like, you bankrupt, you shut down the company. There is a bigger risk in entrepreneurship than if, like, say, if somebody's working for a big company, you take a chance, it doesn't work out. Okay, this company has like billions of dollars. Nothing happens to the company. But in entrepreneurship, every decision makes a difference.
Can
So,
you, I'm kind of curious, Krishna, was
yeah.
there an example? Is there a time that you made a decision that didn't work in your journey? Like I want a specific, give me a story about, we tried to roll out this product, it didn't work. What's something that you tried that didn't work and how did you recover from that?
In my current job, you're saying, or just any time you're saying? In this
It could be
current
any
thing?
business, but I want to hear, because that's important, right? There's to your point, it's really easy to get in our own heads and think, if I screw this up, my life is over. But a lot of times that's not the case. What's a risk you took that didn't work out, and how did you recover from that?
Yeah, so I would say like, I think, my gosh, there's just so many like things. Well, I mean, with entrepreneurship, like failure is just a part of life. Like, you can't get like too worked up about it. And, um, I would say in terms of risks, so one of the things, so as I mentioned, right, we sell herbal ingredients. And in this food supplement industry, there are two approaches. One is you either do a single ingredient for a particular, supplement, or the other approach is combining different ingredients. And combining different ingredients and creating a blend is much more of a novel approach. It's much more something new, which not too many companies have done. So that's super risky. So you have single ingredients, right? In single ingredients, you have companies that do clinical studies and other companies that don't do clinical studies. So initially, I was thinking, okay, what if we take like common products, like single ingredients, which everyone knows about, and we do human clinical studies on them, or we do basic studies on them to see if the clients are interested. Now, we invested money to do, basic studies on these single ingredients. We invested quite a bit of money on it, and it didn't work out because it was too similar to products that were already in the market. It wasn't different enough to create a splash, right? It wasn't like different enough to be like sexy. It wasn't different enough to be like, wow, okay, that's a revolutionary product. And so, even though I was trying to be different, I was still too similar to what was already in the market. So my sense is the consumers were like, oh, okay, what your product, big deal. It's so similar to this. It's not really interesting. And so that didn't work out. So then what I realized was, okay, we need to take even more of a risk and go even more novel, like abandon these single ingredients and focus more on blends. It was risky, like, because we're going even more away from what the consumer usually knows and is used to. But then that approach worked because that was even more of a risk. And in that way, we were a lot more differentiated than what was in the market. Because in the market, you have a single ingredient which has no clinical studies. So we went to a single ingredient with studies, and then we pivoted to like a blend with studies. Now, a blend is a lot more complex because you need to identify how these ingredients work together. Is there any benefit to combining them? So it requires a lot more research,
Mm.
but that made a huge difference because when we pitch these products to companies, they're like, okay, that is interesting. We haven't seen that. We can create like a consumer marketing campaign to sell this product, to raise awareness about this product because you're sufficiently different and you're operating in like a relatively less crowded white space. So we can take a risk on you because you're different. We're not saying it'll definitely work, but we don't mind investing in it because you have something that's unique, which we have not seen before.
Thanks for watching Mark Savant Media. Here, we're going to help you create a better content in less time and turn that attention into income. If you love this video, you're going to love these videos here. Click the one. Me and my team specially selected this just for you. Click the link. Check out the video. I'll catch you here next time on Mark's Vaunt Media.